All right, let's continue. I'm too invested into the story now. Actually, before we do this, there's something I wanted to do. Because I got something a while back and I wanted to take a look at it.
This always clears my head.
Because we have a lot of material now. Look at this. We can make it look like wood. That's not bad, actually. I bet you could make some really nice... A pink saber? Wait a second. Optimus Prime. That doesn't look that bad, honestly. It's Mav. So that means I would do this, right? We're gonna make a D2 saber. I know, we're gonna make a D2 saber, dude. Why is my grip that? Oh, here we go. That's because I got to select grip. That's why. Oh my god, we're making a D2 saber. Okay. Well, now we can make it look different because, like, I did not know we could do this. I kind of like the way that one looked. Kind of like that. What do you guys think of this D2 saber, honestly? I think I like the light one. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, it is. Ooh, I kind of like that one. I do like the rings. Dude, we got a D2 saber. All right, now we can go do this. Love it. Yes. Let's do the story. I like it. Dude, the D2 saber.
All right, let's pick where we go next.
How can we be sure this experiment's gonna work anyway?
We cannot.
So we start up some arrays, whatever those are, punch a hole in the abyss, and then fly through? Okay. Okay.
I mean, the lightsaber customization is amazing. You have to admit, like it's next level, dude.
All right, kid. Whenever you're ready.
Need to center myself.
See, now we can do the thing that we've been trying to do this whole time.
Centauri Kree, the director of this experimental facility. Safety protocols require one person to remain here while the arrays are active.
Breeze, unless one of us is gonna stay behind, we need someone here to activate the arrays.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll ask around. See if anyone's got a death wish. Maybe Turtle?
Maybe not. Merge troopers. Where are they going here?
You're gonna regret being here. Target is mobile. You can't break through. Defense failure. An ally down. I'll get all the rewards for this.
Shoot me! I hate you!
Hey, bud, him!
Enough to down me. Be hunted.
We're not at the ready.
That's it for you. Step up.
I'm in that chamber with the spinning thing, that spinning puzzle that we never figured out.
Help me! Here!
Somehow they're in here now with us.
They were waiting for
See?
us. Maybe Bo told them we were coming.
I told you this is what this was for.
All the arrays are online. Now we just have to activate them. Kree must have locked down the facility when they evacuated. That's not gonna stop us.
That's why we couldn't figure it out.
I guess the platform is somewhere else.
Proceed to the observation deck to initiate alignment.
Huh. You gotta hand it to Kree. She thought of everything. Controls must be elsewhere. See, you made it.
Grease informed me you're in need of assistance, so here I am.
It's a long trip. Couldn't have been easy.
I might be 200 years old, but I'm as spry as a Padawan. Amazing. Oh, Cal, this is simply amazing.
Can you start the arrays when we're in position?
Oh, I stand ready for your order. It would be my honor to see Master Kree's dream alive once more.
We're your master.
Hannelore. Oh, man. Confront Bode at Hannelore. There we go. Get ready for the final battle.
Time to head back to the Mantis, buddy. Let me go through the abyss.
Are you guys ready?
I'm not thrilled about it either. It's the only way we're getting to Tanalor.
Good times. What is that right there? Ugh. That guy's still my buddy. This is basically it.
Where should we go next?
We're going to Tanalor.
Hope Grease is ready for a bumpy ride.
All right, are you guys ready? Are you ready to see how this ends? One sec.
We're heading to the abyss now. Fire up the arrays.
I'll be monitoring your progress from here. May the Force be with you all.
And you, Z.
Well, what do you think is taking Z so long?
Dagengara was the only person to live through what we're about to do.
At least we will die together.
Hey, great pep talk, kids. Hopefully they can fit that on my tombstone.
Look.
Wow. Here we go. I know. You want to fly this thing?
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet that's what all the other poor saps said right before they were torn into Vortex Chow. Great. Now it's an obstacle course. They're coming too fast.
But you are faster. Stop piloting and start flying.
I'm rerouting power from deflectors to the engines.
What are you, crazy? You're trading safety for speed.
Exactly. We're all in on you, buddy.
You're right. It's my ship, ain't it? Greasy does it, baby! Hey, wait a minute. Is it me, or is this tunnel getting a tad cozy?
It's not just you. Z, what's going on?
The arrays are overloading. There's nothing I can do.
We need to go faster.
I'm going as fast as I can. Wait a minute. Are you crazy? If you jump into hyperspace blind, they'll be picking up pieces of the Mantis all over the outer rim.
Do you trust me?
You know I do, Cal. Let her ride.
Now.
Yes.
You did it, you three-armed son of a Gundar!
Well, at least none of us lost our cool. Wow. I hope it's worth it.
Yeah, they're being really weird. Well, here we are. Let me save it real quick.
So, this is it. Tanalore. You and Marin be careful out there, okay? Yeah, you too, BD.
We'll all be okay, Grease.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Cal. I don't plan on living out my days on this rock, especially not with that traitor.
We'll be back soon.
So I can scan stuff. Oh, look at that. That's a High Republic droid. So this is Tanalore. The Paradise Planet. Jedi meditation spot. I mean, it's cool that we get to go there, yeah? Looks like Pride Rock. Yeah, it does look like Pride Rock. Well, it's Disney now. They can do it. You know, it'd be interesting if, like, the hidden planet was Earth before, like, we inhabit it. That would be a
So
twist.
this is Tanalore.
Not what you were expecting?
I don't know what I was expecting. So much has changed since I first heard its name.
The temple's this way. Dagon and Centauri Kree planned their future here.
And look where it got them.
That's where they stood at the beginning of the game.
Bode will not let this end peacefully. He has already used fatherhood to justify betrayal and murder. Now we have him cornered, with nowhere else to run. He will kill or be killed. Well, say something.
You're right. But what about Kata? She's not much younger than we were when our families were taken from us.
I know.
You and I will carry that loss for the rest of our lives. But Kata still has a chance.
Yes, she does. Very well. We will give Bode the choice to stand down. For Kata's sake.
And ours. I keep thinking about something Seer once said. A warning. Every Jedi faces the dark side. I feel so much hatred towards Bode.
Seer won her battle with the dark side. You will too.
He's still here.
Good.
Fall back to the temple. The Nile are enveloping our position. Master Gera, that is an order.
It's all serious.
Do you hear that?
Kata.
Oh god. What's gonna happen, dude? Nope. I have the map. It shows me everything. Who's gonna die, dude?
Oh, so bright. When the sky is clear, I can sense you're near. Looking down on me. Ghost star, silent in PD1.
Hey, Kata. This is Marin. She's a friend.
I'm sorry Papa hurt you.
Yeah.
He said I'd never see you again. What are you doing here?
Kata, your father stole something very important. We're gonna ask him to give it back.
Will you show us the way?
Okay. Follow me. I don't like it here. It's dark and lonely.
You don't have to be afraid. Better?
No.
You're very pretty.
Kata! How did you get here?
It wasn't easy.
You shouldn't have followed us.
Papa, don't!
Stay back, Kata. This is the only way to keep you safe.
She will be safe. I promise, Bode. But listen to me. It's over.
Lay down your weapons.
This planet will be a haven for those hunted by the Empire, including Kata and you. But you have to surrender now.
Go outside, Kata.
Listen to them, please!
I will decide what's best for my family. Disappointing.
You will break.
I hate you!
Distract him. I will strike from the shadows.
Die! Stand still for a second. That hurt.
I can do it too.
Run while you can.
No!
I hate you.
Up here. Help me. Help.
No, BD! Embrace the darkness. Yeah, we're gonna do it! I hate you! Good. Whoa, wasn't ready for that. You have no idea the power of the dark sun. I don't know how you stopped that one. Do it.
Don't put this on your daughter.
Bode, we know what it's like to grow up alone.
Please, listen to them, Papa!
All right. And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl? I'm sorry, Kada. I tried.
No, Papa!
Stay back!
Get her. Dang. This is my master.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks.
Good. We should speak. I was not much older than you when I lost my family. For many years, I carried this pain. I did not want to feel better.
Why?
I thought if I let go of the pain, I would be letting go of the people I loved. But I was wrong. And one day, I met someone who also lost his family. Together, we found another way to survive. This pain is yours. It is part of you.
When my mother died, it changed Papa. And me too, I guess.
Yes. But it does not have to define you. And you must not let it consume you.
I love that music. Some people say it comes from Halo. No. That's their favorite doll. Look at Cal, dude. He's been through stuff. Look at him. That dude looks like Solid Snake right now. Just thinking in his head, what the hell was all that about? Whoops. Oh, they're supposed to be moving fast. That reminds me of Sims. Dude, he looks like a Jedi, doesn't he? He's a badass. He has seen some, dude. He's been through it.
Life on Brock. You let me walk my own path when I needed to. You taught me what it truly means to be a Jedi. Now you're gone. We will continue your legacy, Seer. We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise you that. I promise. But I'm scared. I almost lost myself. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for what comes next.
You become a hermit if Disney has his. Yeah, true.
Cal, guide her through the darkness.
Well, what do you think? What do you think of that? Woo! Man, that game got intense at the end, didn't it? Guide her through the darkness. That game got intense at the end. Holy crap. Jesus, dude. That was intense, dude. Good story, worth the bugs. Was it worth the bugs? I don't know. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan and you want the story, you have to slog it out. Can I tell someone to pay $70 for the game? I mean, the story is amazing, right? Like, you can watch the story on YouTube, I guess. There's a lot of bugs. There is a lot of bugs. But the story was great. We're going to let the credits roll. The story was great. The game. So as a game, if everything worked correctly, it was a great game. Like, if there was... and not be clear about it. Like the bugs, I'm okay with funny bugs like the bad guy flying extra far, or like, you know, I don't know. You know, crazy stuff happens. Funny glitches, lagging and stuff. That stuff's great, right? Like that's funny. You can laugh at that stuff and you can move on with your day. The bugs that are not okay. Not saving your data when it crashes. Crashes in the middle of movies that ruin your immersion. Your collectibles and your missions, not being able to complete them even though you completed it and the game says no you didn't, but yet you have the rewards for completing it. Yeah, not good. Like that's game breaking. Outside of that though, so if we were to take the game out of it and we just leave it at Star Wars, which is what I assume. Got a star. Oh, she got Carrie Fisher got a star in Hollywood Walk of Fame today for May the 4th. Oh, that's good. Finally, a star that you can recognize over there, right? If you take the game out of it, and you just leave the Star Wars part of it, then it was a great game. It was good. It was awesome. Which I assume is why most people play this game. I can't imagine if you're like a big Dark Souls fan that this is like your Dark Souls that you have to play, right? Because like I don't think that's what that is. Maybe it is. I'm not a Dark Souls fan, so I don't really care about Dark Souls. So I assume that people playing it will be playing it for the simple fact that they want to do they want more Star Wars in their life. So like as far as that's concerned, oh yeah, it was great. Story was great. Everything was great. I thought it was awesome that that guy wasn't the last guy, and I like the Bode situation. It is interesting. It is interesting that they're writing something out that that there's bases that are keeping Jedis. That's a huge thing, and I don't know if they're doing that because they want to explore this time zone, because you know Disney, you know they don't want to be in that. You know, I call it the Skywalker era. I mean, it has a name, right? The Battle Before Yavin and After Yavin, whatever. But I call it the Skywalker era, right? Like, you know, the three main movies, and I think that they want to stay in that universe. And this is, I guess, an interesting way for them to introduce new Jedi. Right? The only thing I have to ask is he had a red saber. And so did Dagon. I would be interested to know how he knew how to do that. That's what I want to know. And the reason is because you have to learn how to do that. To turn your crystal red, to put hatred into it. So, like, I can understand if Dagon knew, because he was during the Republic time, right? So, like, obviously there's Sith scriptures and stuff like that. So, like, obviously he probably looked into it. As far as Bode is concerned, I would be interested to understand why his saber is red. Because there's no red kyber crystals, right? So, like, you basically bleed it. You bleed the crystal and you put hatred into it. That's how you make it red. So that's why I said that. Is he Sith? Is he an Inquisitor? Because his saber's red. And, like, obviously someone has to show him that. So I don't know if it was like a mess up or whatever, but probably when his wife got killed, they probably didn't think about it too much. They probably didn't. And I agree, Squirtsy. Like, I'm cool with that too. They probably didn't think about it. I know I'm nerding out really hard right there, but yeah, they probably didn't think about it. Or maybe they did and we just don't know. Maybe Deedfree's on to something. Maybe when his wife died, he really got into the hate and just did it, which is possible. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's interesting. Because, like, not only is he a Jedi, but he's doing Sith stuff, which would make Darth Vader and the Emperor very mad. The one thing they don't explain. Oh, excuse me. I've been up for days playing this, right? The one thing they didn't explain, though, is how he was able to hide his presence. Well, they explain in the next game. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I think there's more to it. I think it's a plan. I think the Emperor is very much aware of that whole situation. And I think the Emperor is very much aware of Cal. He kind of said it, but he didn't really explain it. He just said that he learned how to do things, basically, which alludes to a lot of stuff, right? Because, I mean, Vader would have felt it, right? I mean, it's Vader. Vader was at the same planet as Bode, unless he can literally sense Jedi in the ship when he's not even on the planet. Like, he's in outer space. You know what I mean? So, like, I think there's a little bit more to it. Now that we know there's a third one. And, yeah, I guess that little girl is... I guess he's going to train her. I guess that's what they're going at, because her dad was a Jedi. He's a Jedi. He's probably going to train her. I don't know where they're going with the dark side stuff. I'm assuming the third game will probably have Cal really exploring the dark side of the Force. And, like, giving into the hate. And that's the reason why I think the Emperor is in on it. I think he knows. I think he's trying to get him to turn. Lame, is it? I don't know. I like that stuff. I like it when they explore stuff like that. It just makes the character feel more real. I don't know. It just feels more real, right? Like, because their way didn't work, right? The Jedi's vision was corrupt and it didn't work. That's why the Emperor was able to take advantage of it, right? So, like, you know, he has, like, everything taken away from him. He's going to end up like a hermit now? I don't think so. I like it because well, up until recently, I guess I can't say this now. Up until recently, it really keeps Obi-Wan's character, like, it makes me like that character so much more, right? Because he doesn't give in to the hate. He only did it once. And it was, like, a little bit. Because Obi-Wan is like that Jedi that, you know, he's the Optimus Prime. You know, when you're in a video game, you pick all the good options. That's what Obi-Wan does. And Anakin is that guy that struggles with the choices. You know, you're like, God, I want to pick the good option, but the bad option is also really cool. And so you like your mix. Anakin's that player in Mass Effect that doesn't like prioritize one side or the other. You know, like, he doesn't go all good or all bad. Like, some stuff he picks as good and some stuff he picks as bad, and it, like, your ADD kicks in because, like, you see your meter never filling up because he picks, like, opposing options each time. That's who Anakin is. Maybe he has the same ability that the Emperor... no, that would... No. There's only the Emperor has that. Yeah, because Obi-Wan doesn't give in to the hate. He only gave in to the hate one time, and that's when the Darth Maul fight. That's the only time he gave into it, and he got really mad. I like the way they did the dark side in this one, though. And the reason why I like the way they did the dark side in here is because it felt more like Anakin's dark side. Like, Anakin, you have to remember, Anakin turned to the dark side to save people, right? He wasn't trying to, like, exterminate the Jedi. He only did that after the fact, right? He only turned to the dark side to save people because of how powerful it was, right? How easy it was to use it to save people. And that's kind of what happened with Cal here, right? Like, he just turned to it because he needed to use it. And then he keeps using it, right? It's like a drug. That's the problem with the dark side. It's literally like, it's like morphine. You know, you take a dose, it feels great. And then you know, you get hurt, you take another dose. And then you do it another, and then you do it again. You do it again, and then you do it again. And then before you know it, you're just always using it. Because they're just broken. Right. But like Anakin wanted to save Padme, right? Anakin, when he uses it in the cartoons, he uses it to like save people. And he knows he shouldn't, but he does it, right? And that's kind of like what happened here. But like that's what the Emperor wants, right? The Emperor would rather you turn to the dark side that way than the other way. Because if you turn that way, then you're there forever. A perfect example is Anakin. Right? But that's what makes Luke Skywalker so amazing. He was able to convert Anakin Skywalker, right? He was able to save Anakin without fighting Anakin, basically. Without killing Anakin, he was able to save Anakin. Nah, he's a hermit. Yeah, oh my God. I don't even get that. I don't even count that trilogy. I literally, I do not even count that trilogy. Like, after, I don't care. I literally just ignore everything after Mandalorian. Luke Skywalker. I don't even care about that trilogy. I don't want to know about that trilogy. That trilogy is a joke. It's a sham. It's a scam. And all of the above. And that's okay. When it comes to Star Wars, you can pick your favorite era and you can move on with it. It was like that even when I was young. Like, Star Wars has like many different eras in it. And like each era is like so different from the last. It may have some similar characters in it, but like the overall feel is completely different, right? So like, in my opinion, you just pick your favorite era and you go on with that, I guess. So like, my favorite era obviously is the Skywalker era, you know, the 3 movies. And then after that, I do love the Clone Wars. And I love the Old Republic stuff, even though right now it's not so canon. Although we're getting a lot more of it, but we are getting an Old Republic show. So that will be amazing to see. I hope they keep Dark Malgus. Whew. What a game. Luke, use the Force. I want to hit the button, but I'm like worried it's gonna like, I don't know. Marvel has ruined us, hasn't it? We can't skip credits. You know what I just realized? Did I just beat this game on May the 4th? It's a good day to beat this game. I definitely did not plan that. I just realized that. Nice. Yeah, I just realized that. I beat this game on May the 4th. Which, by the way, Deedfree, thank you so much for gifting the game. I appreciate it, man. We were going to 100% it. I literally planned on 100%ing it just because you bought it for me. But the game had other plans. So, again, not much I can do about that. So, hopefully your game isn't messing up like that, dude. I hope that it's like not screwing. I can't believe it's telling me I picked up stuff that I like. It's telling me I didn't pick up certain things that I obviously already have in my inventory. Oh my God. 100% planned. Yeah, I know. I beat it on May the 4th. I love it. I was thinking about it because, you know, they released Return of the Jedi in theaters and it did really well, apparently. Like, it did really well. I haven't seen the final numbers, but it was like doing really good. Which I wouldn't mind seeing. I've seen them in theaters before because they've re-released them, obviously. And I've seen them in theaters. It'd be cool to see it again. It's always fun to watch Star Wars on like the big screen. But it on a 4D screen would be cool, wouldn't it? I can only imagine what that would be like when like Vader picks you up to choke you and then like the seat would make it feel like you're floating. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of neat. the localization. I want to see a thing. Imagine seeing it back then. You mean for the first time? Oh yeah, I would absolutely believe it. I would be amazing. Like seeing I'm Your Father. Yeah, for the first time. Yeah. My very first time seeing Star Wars. I just remember watching it, and like I remember seeing Vader for the first time, and like it was like the cool. I mean, he still is really cool, but it was like, man, you're like, what is that? Like as a kid, you're just like, man, what is that dude? And you're like, that guy is awesome, but he's like a bad guy, and you're like, God, dude, that dude is so amazing. It's my favorite scene in Star Wars. Because I know everybody has like their favorite scenes. My absolute favorite scene in Star Wars is when Luke confronts Vader for the first time. And he's been training, right? And he's fighting Vader and stuff like that. And like, you know, Vader starts winning, and then he starts winning, and then you're like, all right, here we go. And like, you know, Luke does a little bit of the Force, and you're like, okay, you know, the fight's getting good. And then Vader just basically says, you have no idea of the power of the dark side. And you're like, okay, up in that moment, you know, every time they did the Force, they had to like concentrate or like use their hands or like, you know, focus to move stuff. Like even Yoda, right? At this time, you're thinking Yoda's like probably like this amazing dude. And then Vader just stands still, and then he throws all the entire room at him. Like he doesn't even move, right? It starts playing his music, and he just throws the entire room. He's like ripping the wall out. He's ripping out all this stuff and just tossing it at him. He doesn't even pick up his hand or concentrate. He just does it. And I remember seeing it as a kid, and you were just like, oh my God, that dude is like so amazing. And then obviously you find out that he's the dad. And you're just like, wow, you're like, what is this movie? Love that scene. It's my favorite scene. I know everyone likes Empire Strikes Back. I mean, I do. I love it. I like them all. Like Return of the Jedi too. I don't know why people don't like that film. I mean, people love it obviously, but like people say that's the worst out of the original trilogy, and I don't understand that. I liked it. Even the prequels. So when the prequels came out, I actually didn't even know that people hated the prequels because, you know, the internet really wasn't around until like much later in life, and I found out that a lot of people like gave the prequels crap, and I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, did you guys not watch the same fight that I seen with Darth Maul? Did no one see that fight? Like when people were complaining, I'm like, did you guys like walk out of the room when that happened? Like what happened? Where did you go? What Star Wars were there? Because they're like, I didn't like, you know, the pod racing, and I'm like, okay, but like I actually like the pod racing, but I'm sitting here thinking like, you know, that there was like a whole Sith and like this amazing fight and star fight and like starship fight and all this stuff. Like, did you guys like walk out of the theater like, you know, like 45 minutes before the movie was over? What happened? Anakin. Well, that's more two. So out of the prequels, 2 was my least favorite. I didn't hate it. It was just my least. Gina, you missed out. Oh, you said 2. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. We're letting it run. I don't really want to skip it because I feel like there's going to be something. So we're just kind of talking about Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, he is kind of emo, but I mean, you needed, I mean, come on. Look what happened to him, right? He was raised as a slave. He was bought and sold. He got sold to this one dude who, you know, was a douchebag, basically. Then this dude comes along, promises him that he's going to be this awesome person, but he has to leave his mom. He leaves his mom. And then he goes to do this thing. And then the people who are like, yeah, no, he's not allowed to do that. So then basically his dreams are ripped yet again. And then he has to be trained in secret, basically. Not secret, but trained against everybody's wishes. So everyone already doesn't like him again. Grows up. Right? goes back to see his mom. His mom married the guy that bought her. Then she gets taken by sand people, her eyes ripped out and murdered. You know, like he been through some stuff. I came at the end and went out so I could watch. Like, you need to watch. It was a really good ending. Well, I think the reason why people like Revenge of the Sith the most out of the prequels, which that one is my favorite out of the prequels as well. I think the reason why people like that one is because the setup was already over. Like, you know, number 1 was like the pre-setup, and then number 2 was like the romantic involvements and the political stuff that, like, you know, the inner workings of what was convincing Anakin and in helping the Emperor. And then number 3, they didn't have to explain anything. It was just go, 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 go. You know what I mean? Like, number 3, Revenge of the Sith takes place, and it's just like go, 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 go. You know what I mean? Like, there was no slow moments in Revenge of the Sith. And I think that's the reason why people like it. Not to mention, when Revenge of the Sith came out, that was also when movies got a big bump in CG. Because, like, if you look at the CG from Revenge of the Sith versus the CG of Phantom Menace, huge difference. Massive difference. Like, the starship fights were, like, insane in Revenge of the Sith. Like, everything was different in Revenge of the Sith. Should I skip it? Oh my god, like, it's going on forever! Nair, why do they make so many credits? Oh my god! Even as Obi-Wan? Hello there. I mean, I love Obi-Wan. That's my absolute favorite characters was Anakin and Obi-Wan. Those are my, like, that's it for me. And then after them, it's probably, well, it's going to be R2-D2, obviously. I love R2-D2. I love C-3PO. That's why I'm so mad at that girl. That woman, she ruined it. She ruined it. R2-D2, I hate you. Yeah, exactly. She ruined it. R2-D2 was in every single Star Wars thing ever, including comics, cartoons. They always found a way to bring him in because he's one of the he's like really old droid. And then she's like, yeah, I don't want to keep the tradition going. And it's like, I hate you. Idiot. Idiot. What do you mean who said? Kathleen Kennedy. She decided to ruin it with her shows. She decided to take out R2. That was like an Easter egg that George Lucas started. He started that. He always made sure to find a way to include him in anything. And then she ruined it. She ruined it. Like, he always found a way. Even when stuff took place in, like, Star Wars The Republic, they found a way that it was like telling a story that was in the databanks of R2-D2. You know what I mean? They always find a way to include R2-D2 into the story. And then she's like, nah. God, so stupid. Such an idiot. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. And it makes no sense. Because she does some stuff really well. Right? I mean, Indiana Jones is her stuff, basically, right? Like, without her, Indiana Jones wouldn't exist. And I love Indiana Jones. I can understand if you didn't like the latest one. Not the one that's about to come out, but the one before that. The one, you know what I mean? Like, she's the head, basically. CEO, whatever you want. I forgot her actual title. She's in charge of Star Wars. She is, the only person above her is, like, what's his name? I forget his name. The guy who runs Disney. That's it. Like, there's no one above her. It's like her and then Disney owners. You know, that's it. So she makes all the final decisions, basically. And she ruined that tradition, which was so stupid, dumb. And then she's also the one, the president. She's also the one that took the Star Wars music out of the TV shows. Why would you take Star Wars music out of the TV shows? I guess they had to pay Microsoft and 343 Studios because, you know, they couldn't license the Halo music anymore. I guess that's what it is. Like, I mean, what else is there? Deedfree, Kathleen is the one who made the Obi-Wan show. That's her show. Terrible. She's so obsessed in making all the guys be broken men, and I don't get it. She ruined Luke. Like, so mad that she destroyed Luke Skywalker. But the old stuff should be there. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why she ruined Luke Skywalker. I mean, for 30 years, you know, Luke has been a certain way for almost 30 years. Like, what is she thinking? You know, Luke is the guy that saved Anakin Skywalker. He saved Anakin. Brought him back from the dark side, out of the Emperor's clutches. Not because he was more powerful, but because he showed another way. Just like a man of peace who brought another way. You know what I mean? He was the guy that basically said the Jedi are effed up, the Sith are effed up, humanity's effed up, I've messed up, you know. But he's like, the one thing I can tell you is, no matter what, I will always use the Force for good. Even if it means it's bad for me, right? It's been that way for like 30 years. You know, Luke is not the technical guy. You know, he's not like the super wisdom guy. He's not the most powerful guy, right? He's not the most skilled. You know, he's the guy that when all the heroes and the most powerful people can't figure out an answer, you know, and they don't know what to do, you know, Luke is the guy that says, "Oh yeah, you know, I can hit that." You know, I used to hit them with bullseye. Used to hit the Womp with my T16 back home. Right? They're not much bigger than 2 meters. Right? And it's like he does that because it's like all heart. Right? Like he's all heart. He's all good. He breaks it down in the most basic terms because you have to understand, like, he grew up on a farm. He grew up in the middle of nowhere, right? So for him, anything is better than going back to this boring life that he had, wasting away on some desert planet, right? Luke is the guy that's like, you know, if we die, you know what I mean? He's like, if we die, he's not the guy that's going to say, oh, you died for a good cause. It's like, oh, we died for the Force. Luke's like, no, not for the Force, not for the Republic, not for, you know, not for me, not for freedom. He said, you died because you were fighting to have a better life. You know, you were fighting for hope, right? Like, that's how Luke is. Yeah, there she is. You seen her? Yeah. And then she ruins them. Terrible. That girl has no... And he's been that way for 30 years. There's no way Luke would have tried to kill Kylo Ren. Terrible. I'm assuming it's ending because I see special thanks. You brought up Ahsoka. I do love Ahsoka, actually. But we were talking about like our absolute favorite characters. I love Ahsoka. I like Hera. Hera is really good. I really love Hera a lot. Kanan was really cool too. I really like Kanan. Although his story was short, I really enjoyed him a lot. Ezra is kind of cool. Ezra, I didn't like at first as much, but then he grew on me. Obviously Mando, Grogu. He was my celebrity crush. Who, Kanan? Oh, that's right. He's voiced by somebody famous, isn't he? Oh, what's Freddie Prinze or something? I forget his name. I forget he's voiced. Freddie Prinze. Yeah. I forget he's voiced by them. Yeah. I love the Emperor. Palpatine's awesome. Darth Maul's great. Then obviously, but like I said, if we're talking about like my absolute favorites, though, I mean, like I'm old, so like my absolute favorites obviously is always going to be Obi-Wan, Anakin, Luke, Han Solo, Princess Leia. Love them. Those guys are like always going to be like my favorites. Like they always try to get a smuggler in. You ever notice that? Like they always try to get a Han Solo character. What is it? Why is it like they bring some cool people? They bring some cool people in, but like they never get anyone as cool as Harrison Ford as Han Solo, do they? How you doing, like they never get anyone that cool. But they do have some cool ones that come in though. That's not fair because of how often he would use his ability to connect with animals, since they rarely use. Yeah, Ezra has a deep connection with the animals for sure. I do like that. They always trying to find a way to like give a Jedi unique powers. You see a little bit of that. Anakin has a little bit of that. Of the animal stuff. Remember when D didn't know who Harrison Ford was? I agree with Shane. Ezra took me a minute to like. Yeah, I didn't like him at first. But then he got better. He got way better as he got older. Sabine's pretty cool. She's not my favorite Mandalorian, but my favorite Mandalorian, I just don't know. There's too many good ones. I mean, obviously it used to be like Boba Fett, but even now, I don't know. It's tough. Boba Fett and Mando are really close. To use it? No, Anakin would use it. Oh, it almost froze there. Did you see that? It almost froze. Think about that. If this doesn't finish, it doesn't save. But Anakin does connect with animals a lot, Sparky. Yeah, you should watch Clone Wars. He definitely connects with the animals a lot. He connects with them a lot. Even Obi-Wan comments on it a lot. Because Obi-Wan, like, I like Obi-Wan. Because it's hard to explain Obi-Wan. Like, Obi-Wan likes animals, obviously. But he's very much like, he's such a High Republic Jedi type person. You know what I mean? He's like, ugh. He would rather, not use something I don't know if he's like a clean, I don't think he's like a germaphobe or anything. It's just the way he is. Obi-Wan's awesome. It's just the way he is. Because Anakin's the guy that will ride anything, right? Like in terms of like, it could be like a slime monster. Anakin's gonna hop on and use it, and Obi-Wan's gonna be like, I'm gonna walk. That's quite all right. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, Obi-Wan's great. That connection those two have was awesome. All right, here we go. Please don't freeze. Oh, my heart dropped.
Well, it's not exactly what we expected. But this place is our home now.
Yeah, Grease. Yeah, I guess it is. Still got a lot of work ahead of us.
It will take time to contact the hidden path.
And find the anchorites.
And build a saloon. I mean, the place is creepy, but it does have franchise potential.
This belongs with you.
It belongs with all of us. What do you think, kid? Should we give it a shot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ah, that's the spirit. Oh, that's great. Come on, I'll bet you're hungry. I'll make you something to eat. Did you ever have a scaz steak?
Journey complete. You have reached the end of your journey. However, the galaxy is still being explored. New journey plus. All stances. Yeah, we get dark side stuff. New journey plus free perks. Purge grants you. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. You can put on trendsetter. So every time you die, your cosmetics are random on New Game Plus. That's hilarious. That's pretty cool. Well, that's all New Game Plus stuff, though. But there it is, guys. We did it. We won. We saved the galaxy for now. I ended it with, look at my points at the top right-hand corner. We beat it on May the 4th. I didn't realize that until I was beating it. Look at that. 69. Yeah. But without templates, it's used. Well, I assume we'll just fly to this one place and see if it's over, but we did good.
Okay, let's pick our next destination.
Yeah, that's it. We did it. Candler 100%.
Hobo bound.
That's it. Oh yeah, Gina, did you see my lightsaber? I made it D2 colors because I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, we can't use it, but you can kind of see it from right here.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget Pyloon Saloon? The owner and proprietor.
Is there music?
Yes. And they love to take requests.
Okay. I hope they have Trandoshan funk. That's my favorite.
Look at my saber. Look at my saber. I did it. I did it.
All right.
I meant to check. How do you check to see? All right, here, bounties. Basically, I've killed almost all of them undiscovered. Huh.
We're here. Get in your chair.
I'm killing half a tan in order to kill the cow. There we go, guys. We did it. We beat it. Awesome. It's all over. That was a good ending. I enjoyed it. Deedfree, thank you so much for the game, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I have all the stuff unlocked for BD Deedfree, so I can actually see what I missed and I didn't scan. I did a pretty good job. Some of this is still messed up. Let's see if it fixed it. Because technically now this is the full game, right? The game is completely unlocked now. So, like, let's see if it's here. Nope. Yeah. Game is still bugged. Terrible. Ugh. Only reason why we didn't beat it like that. No, it's not New Game Plus. It's just the game is now completely unlocked. So everything in the game is like, all areas are unlocked, all the side missions will be unlocked, all that type of stuff. So there you go, have it, guys. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. Great stuff. Thank you again, Deedfree, for gifting the game. I appreciate it. And yeah, may the 4th be with you guys. See you guys soon.